Now that I have my pumpkin in the pot, see, let it boil for about 20 minutes. Also, I wanted to remind my watchers, my viewers, use this with your stuff, your meat, your potatoes. This as well is very good. Makes your stuff different. And again, aloe, pumpkin, which is already in the pot. Make sure you skin it, take the green off, use the middle. Cans of Hunt's name brand tomato, diced tomatoes. That's important. Okay, so I'm gonna sit this down. Perfect. Now I'm gonna add my diced tomatoes. This is everything. Make sure you don't burn yourself splashing this stuff in there. Try to get as low as possible. Dump it in there. Don't worry about your pumpkin. That's going to dissolve. Get a little pumpkin. Only use half of it. Clean it out really good. Add in my second can of diced tomatoes. This is giving me some issues. 1 second. Here I come, guys. Just opening this other side. It's so fucking hard to do shit with nails on, I'll tell you sometimes. So remember, a whole can and a half, guys. Woo. And as I told you guys before, I did my potatoes, my steak, my celery, my onions. I did all that already, and I just put it in the bag after I seasoned it really good. And I actually, you know, made sure that it actually marinated. My potatoes, you can use red potatoes, white potatoes, whatever potatoes you prefer. And then let it boil. I'm actually smashing the pumpkin a little bit, because you know pumpkin's stringy, so it's going to dissolve automatically. You want to turn it up. I had mine actually on 4.5 because I had to run to the store and grab some more stuff, but always make sure it's on 5. Again, before I open this bag and pour it into here, I'm going to show you guys. This is my steak and my potatoes. As you see, I got the steak, the potatoes, the celery. It's just marinating all these juices. And I told you I use my own seasonings. But the main things you want to get to make the meal very delicious are these 3 things. 1, 2, 3. Okay, these are the things you want to have to make your meals very delicious. I mean, you want to season your meat with these things, let it marinate, your potatoes, put all that stuff in there. So the only thing I have left to do is probably just some onions, and that's it, and throw it in there, and that's it. And you save one of these for the soup for last, okay, for last. Remember that. Because once you get everything in there together and it's boiling nice and good, you want to add a little more flavor. I don't know about you guys, but I make sure my shit's on point. And also what's important, show you guys a trick. Very important. A couple of drops of that. It's perfect. Then you want to take either this or this. It's pretty much the same thing, same flavor. You want to take a little bit and pour it in your soup. Okay? I say like about 3 nice forks full with some juices. Mix it up in there and we'll be perfect. Remember, everything we're doing is actually for colds. It's delicious. Oh my God, it's going to be the best soup. You can make it for anyone. They're going to swear up and down your grandmama did it. Now let them know you did it. My Nana actually taught me how to cook. And may God rest that woman's soul in heaven. She was a damn good cook. She cooked for the whole hood. Sold food, everything. People loved her food. So what I'm doing now is I'm cutting up my onion. When it comes down to your stews, it doesn't matter really what size you do your onions, just as long as you know, do them where they kind of like dissolve a little bit. But people can still taste that delicious onion in there. I love onions. And please, if you don't know how to use a real knife, like I'm using this real knife to cut up everything, make sure you have on some gloves, because you don't want to be making people sick by cutting yourself and all the other stuff. And especially for women that wears nails like me, make sure you wash your hands thoroughly. Even those fingernails, that's important. So this is probably about the size that you want to cut your onions, okay? You can cut your onions this size and make sure you just drop them in there, because they're going to automatically, like I said, it's going to dissolve. See? The size of your onions. Just put them in there. They're going to automatically dissolve. So I'm just going to drop those in there. I'm going to make sure you stir everything up. And I'm going to give you guys a clear eye view of what the pot is supposed to look like. The coloring of it, everything. Because you got to remember, you got a whole bag of potatoes and celery and steak chunks. That's already seasoned, delicious, marinated. I mean, you can add salt and pepper, garlic, anything you want. However you like to taste your food, but it's all about you. You don't have to even follow my full ingredients and do everything. You can add your own stuff to it. Something else that's really good to add to this is sugar. It takes a lot of the acid out, you know, but you don't want to put too much. Just enough where it's going to knock out the acid. But the whole point of this stew is actually for this type of weather, this season, when people get sick and you get colds, you know what I mean? Just from being around a whole different people, work environment. This is the best thing to make for yourself, your family, even friends, you know? It's really good and it's healthy. You don't have to worry about anything spicy. It's delicious. Trust me. Use all the ingredients I told you and it will be delicious. I made a chicken one last night, literally, for my mother-in-law and my man, and they loved it. Loved it. So this time I'm making one with aloe and pumpkin. And if you guys really like my channel, subscribe, like, share, let people know. I'll cook more often. I'm just now getting started, so you guys work with me. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring some real delicious meals to your kitchens, especially for you girls that don't know how to cook. This is what it's supposed to look like. You see that? Delicious, huh? You got all your onions, tomatoes. Look at the pumpkin. Everything's just nice and delicious. Look at that. Look at all that. So imagine all that's going to dissolve by itself. Now, I have my bag of potatoes and everything. And I'm going to shake it up. Look at all like this stuff. And then look at that color. See all those juices? Even that's going to be inside. So that's your own flavor. Just need the meats and all that. Look at that. Delicious. No, my Nana didn't do it. I did this all myself. Next time I'll let you guys be with me while I do the steak cleaning and everything. Because you always got to make sure you clean your meat with lemon juice, salt, or vinegar. Now, taking the bag of goodness, wow, and I'm putting it in here. Okay. Make sure you get all the juices, everything in there. Because what's in this bag is actually important. What I like to do, though, just to keep everything, look at all that flavor. I like to run the water a little bit. Put some in the bag. Put some water in the bag. Seal the bag back up. Seal it really shut. I mean, I got so much good stuff in here, I can see it all on the bag. It's orangey. It smells delicious. Oh my God, it smells great. So you want to make sure your bag is closed, because remember, you're going to shake it up and down. Try to get the last little bit of flavors in there out. Ooh, see, I just spilled some stuff. It don't matter. I say do it in the sink. Don't do it my way, because I spilled some shit. Then you pour the last little juices in there. Get rid of the bag. Don't save it. Don't be nasty. Don't reuse the bag. Get rid of the bag. You don't need the bag. Or go buy some more. Don't never reuse the bag. That's disgusting, okay?